What's up, YouTube? This is GroudonEmpire, and I am back for another episode of Route Global 1000, a series where I try to get to the top 1000 on the global leaderboard for Battlespot Single. And this is episode 2. Someone press challenge. Now, you're going to see my record right now, 1556, and you probably saw the last game too. The last upload, but you probably saw a different, well, I don't know if I showed this part, but I actually played 2 games in the middle. I lost one and I won one. The one that I lost was pretty darn stupid. I could have won it easy, but I'm still getting used to this team. So anyway, we found an opponent, and that's most likely a Mega Heracross if I've ever seen a Mega Heracross. And I'm very tempted to start off with Scizor, but then he might have the Hydreigon or the Talonflame lead. So, don't think that would be such a good idea to start off with Scizor or Heracross for that matter. Actually, if it's a Hydreigon, I can start off with Heracross because Heracross can do damage to anything. If Talonflame comes, I'm just gonna go into Gyarados, Intimidate, Rocky Helmet, good stuff. If it's anything else, I can just Pin Missile or Bullet Seed, do whatever I want. If it's going to be a Raikou, I'm going to go into Camerupt. Camerupt can do stuff. Camerupt can take down, well, it can't, yeah, it's solid rock, so it can take an Earthquake from Metagross. It can take an Earthquake from Metagross. It can one-hit KO 3 It can one-hit KO 3 Pokemon, but with Earth Power, it can one-hit KO 2 Pokemon without worrying about, switching moves. But it needs Fire Blast for Heracross. Otherwise, Gyarados doesn't wall Heracross if it's Mega, because Rock Blast, it just smiles in the face. Heracross can't really do much damage to opposing Heracross either, so that's the really super funny part. Heracross walls Heracross. So Camerupt would be important for that. Heracross offensively can deal with Azumarill, but he cannot switch into that. So I think I'm going to use these 3. Hopefully I do well. I really hope I do well. I know this team is good. You probably see a Camerupt and all these different things and are like, what? And you probably also saw the last series I had on this channel, which was called Order 1700, which, by the way, has stopped if anyone is interested in knowing what happened to that series. But I tested this team. I know this team is good. I just have to play well. I have to play smart with it, and I can do amazing with it. Now here's the issue. If he has a Specs Fire Blast, I'm in trouble. If he doesn't have Specs, well, I'm not in trouble. Instead, he is the one in trouble. Or she. Because it's a female Hydreigon. So I want to just use Pin Missile right off the bat. I can take a Draco Meteor, because I can almost survive an overheat from a Mega Magnectric, so I'm pretty sure I can take a, unless it's Specs. Yeah, so I took that like a champ, but that did massive damage. I don't know if it's Specs or Scarf, because he can be Specs and Timid, so I can't tell. I'm not even sure if I can outspeed Modest Hydreigon, but Bullet Punch will, not Bullet Punch, Aqua Jet's gonna destroy me. That's why I have my Gyarados. Darn it, I don't have my Scizor. I'm regretting that already. I don't know what's going to come in, but I'm going to use Thunder Wave, because, if the Raikou does come in, I'm just going to go into Camerupt and Earth Power, and that's going to do big damage to this guy anyway, so I'm going to use Thunder Wave. If Raikou comes in, I'm just going to go into Camerupt. Yeah, I'm just going to go into Camerupt this turn. Ah, it has an air balloon. I see what's cracking. It doesn't matter because you can't do anything to camera up. Now, should I use Ancient Power? Should I use Fire Blast? If he's Substitute Calm Mind, I'm in trouble. And he's probably going to switch out into the Azumarill. In which case, Fire Blast does the most damage. So I'm just going to use Fire Blast. Now, I need this Raikou balloon to pop. That's very important. That did a lot of damage. Now your Citrus Berry is going to be used. Aren't you a sad cookie? I fear what I fear for my life. So I'm just going to go into Gyarados. Is he going to use Belly Drum? He might use Belly Drum. But he's not banded, never mind. He might use Belly Drum for sure. Or maybe he doesn't have Belly Drum? No, I'm pretty sure he has Belly Drum. If he has that, he has Belly Drum. And now he can't use Belly Drum, so it doesn't matter what he has. And I'm going to Waterfall at this point because I need to break that Raikou's whatever. That Raikou needs to break. And flinches are always welcome. Unless he has... No, he can't. I was going to say he might have rest, but who... Like, as not a joke, but his rating is 1483, so he might have rest. I mean, you can never be too sure, you know? I mean, can never not be too sure. Or whatever. Anyway, for Raikou, I am just going to use Waterfall. No, for Raikou, he only has one Pokemon left, right? I'm gonna go into Heracross. Never mind, he DC'd. Alright, so we're gonna do another game. And we won that. But we're not gonna get points for it, but we won it. Continue battling. We're gonna do another game. So I'm upset that we lost 2 games. I mean, I lost 1 game before that. Because I should be at like 1600 by now. I like that last game, not last game, but the game that I lost that I did not record. Basically what happened was I had a Mawile that I could have killed off, but I didn't kill it off. And because of that, it was able to survive. Okay? And then Suicune came in, and then I raw switched into Heracross and got burned. I know I should not have done that, but I still did that anyway. And because I already Mega Evolved, I couldn't utilize Guts. So that was a bad, terrible situation. I could have got rid of that situation by using Waterfall and killing Mawile with Gyarados, and then I could have done whatever the hell I wanted to later. Thunder Wave the Suicune, kill it off. Would have been a very nice time, but no, I screwed up very, very bad. Anyway, so now we have our opponent that has a Mega Lucario for sure. There is no doubt in my mind that's a Mega Lucario. I don't know what he's going to start off with, though. He can start off with anything. Whatever it is, I want to start off with Heracross. Heracross does big damage to anything. Sylveon, I don't know. If there is a Sylveon, I'm just going to go into Scizor. No. I'm going to go into Ferrothorn if that Sylveon is going to be there. Why? Because Why Ferrothorn? Ferrothorn can take down that... Ferrothorn does nice... Oh god. No, I don't want Such a hard choice. Anyway, for... Okay, so Heracross can take down Swampert. Heracross can take down Hydreigon, but then at the cost, it's going to go 10% health, right? Heracross can also take down Zapdos if given But how else can I deal with Zapdos? That's where Camera Up comes in, but it can't take a Focus Blast or a close combat from Mega Lucario, so that's a problem. I don't have time. I'm gonna use Ferrothorn, and I am going to use Camera Up because I need Camera Up for Zapdos, and Ferrothorn can deal with the Sylveon. It's a pretty scary team. He starts off with the Zapdos, with the Big Bird. Let's see what it's doing. I'm gonna start off with my Rock Blast because why not? What's he gonna go into? Garchomp? I predict Garchomp if he really wants to. Otherwise, he's gonna use Heat Wave. Think I'm gonna die, or he might have Air Cutter or Aerial Ace or Drill Peck. Either he has Drill Peck because maybe he wants to have a Flying Stab of some sort, or he has Aerial Ace because not Aerial Ace, Air Cutter, which is a Generation 4 tutor move, because he wants to have a Flying Stab that's special. No, I hope he doesn't have that and he just uses Heat Wave, because that would be nice. Or it's a defensive variant, so it's not going to have either. I mean, I'm gonna outspeed. Might have both, but I outspeed, so it doesn't matter. So that's nice. We landed the Rock Blast and we killed the Big Bird. Big Bird is so much easier to say, so I'm just gonna say Big Bird if I see Zapdos. You guys like calling Zapdos Big Bird or Zapdos? Because I like calling it Big Bird. If I'm typing, I might call it Zappy, but it's fine. What is this guy? Is this guy banded? Is it Life Orb? Is it Scarfed? Or Scarved? Or is it Mega? I don't know. And I don't have my... I'm going to use Pin Missile. Pin Missile? Close combat. Pin Missile does the most damage, but it has that chance of missing. It does have Fire Blast, so it's a good thing I didn't go into Ferrothorn. And we saw just how much damage that did. And it's also an extremely good thing I did not use close combat. Otherwise, I would have had to switch next turn. And he might be able to switch moves, so then I can't even go into Camera Up because I brought Camera Up thing and thing. I'm just going to use Bullet Seed next turn. Go ahead, use... Oh god, he might use Outrage. Well, it doesn't matter because if he does use Outrage, then I can go into Ferrothorn and he's locked in. So, and I use Bullet Seed at the perfect time. He's probably Scarfed. Citrus Berry. He's probably Scarfed. And he might use Outrage. If he does use Outrage, well, good for him. Because I can just go into Ferrothorn. If I use Close Combat, again, I would have to switch. That would have been a very, very bad time. So we see my health, 94. My maximum health is 156. If you know basic math, 184 is a lot more than 156, so he ain't gonna kill me with a Fire Blast. Unless it crits, but you know, if it crits, anything can happen. I don't use Bullet Seed just because, I mean, everyone can use close combat, like almost every fighting type, so why would I bother with that, right? Right? Why would I bother with that? Bye-bye, Heracross. You did a good job. Amazing job. Now it's time to go into Ferrothorn, tank that Outrage, and kill you with Rocky Helmet. My bad, sorry, Iron Barbs? We'll see. Gyro Ball, why am I going to bother using Power Whip? I almost misclicked and used Power Whip. It's going to die to Rocky Helmet. I mean, what the hell? Iron Barbs. It's going to die to Iron Barbs, so I don't have to worry. Good game, Mr. Oh, no, never mind. I'm going to have to use Gyro Ball, so... that was good on my part. Now, some of you might be saying, well, why doesn't he have Dragon Claw? What if an Azumarill came and something happened, blah blah blah. You're right. When you talk about it like that, you're right. However, in 3v3, Outrage is just such a good move. And like late game sweeping, it's amazing. Anyway, that is 2 games. I'm not going to do a third one. I'll just keep it at 2. Make it, you know, whatever. Make it nice and sweet and everything. Short and sweet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. About Outrage versus Dragonclaw, you can run both on a Scarf set. You can run both, whatever, if you want. You can do whatever the hell you want, really. If you're using Mr. Charizard X, you can use both too. But it's really good in 3v3, especially because you can make sure that there are no fairies, and you can just go out Outrage. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and you start running your own Outrage Dragon. Outrage Charizard X is a monster, but it hits so hard with Dragonclaw, and it has such amazing coverage with stab, flare blists. You don't want to do that anyway, but you might want to. I don't know. I don't use Charizard X. I don't know, but Outrage really good. So click that like button if you like this episode. Subscribe if you are interested in seeing just how far I can go, and you know, there's gonna be a lot of episodes because going to top 1000 is really long. So peace out.